Okay, for 92, they want us to solve some equations, so let's just go. So A is 9 times x minus 4 squared equals 81. I'm going to divide both sides by 9. These problems, there's going to be various ways to do it. I'm going to divide both sides by 9 and get x minus 4 squared equals 9. I'll take the square root of both sides. X minus 4 equals plus or minus 3. Remember, square root is positive or negative. And add 4, so it's 4 plus or minus 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7, and 4 minus 3 is 1. So the solution set is 1 and 7. Okay, for B, we have an absolute value, x minus 6 equals 2. We're going to split it into 2. The first one is the easiest, right? The first one, we just strip off the absolute values. And the second one, we strip off the absolute value and make the right-hand side the opposite. So I get x equals, add 6 to both sides, 8. X equals, add 6 to both sides, 4. So solution set 4 and 8. Both of those would work in that absolute value. Okay, let's do C. Let me make space. C, we have 5 equals 2 plus root 3x. Let's subtract 2 from both sides, so we have 3 equals root 3x. Let's square both sides, 9 equals 3x, right? And then divide by 3, right? Divide by 3 on both sides, and x equals 3 for C. And then D, 2 times absolute value of x plus 1 equals negative 4. Divide both sides by 2. And I get absolute value of x plus 1 equals negative 2. Right here I can look at this and I can say the absolute value equals a negative number. Well, knowing that the absolute value is a distance from 0 on the number line, distances can't be negative, so I could stop right here and get no solution. If I split it into 2 and solve, I'll realize that when I try those solutions, they wouldn't work in the original. But I don't need to go further. When an absolute value of anything equals a negative, we know there's not going to be any values that would make that true.